Hi there, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about why a lot of brokers will report that purchase leads are crap. So if we just for a minute at the start think about, okay, what am I looking for in a lead? So the things down the left-hand side of this particular table that I believe are important in lead generation. Does the lead know who you are? Do they know your name? What pretense has the lead been brought in under? Do you have the lead contact information? Do you have lead financial information? And what is the nature of the first contact? Because I think all of these things are quite important when determining the quality, I guess, of leads coming in. Now, if we start this discussion, and I'll get to the whole point about why purchase leads are crap in a minute, but let's think about a referral lead, which I think is probably considered by most the opposite of crap, as the best type of lead that you can get. Now, does the lead know your name? Yes, because someone's told them about you. What pretense was the lead brought in under? A direct word of mouth from a trusted source. Do you have their contact information initially? No. Do you have the lead financial information initially? No. And the nature of the first contact is them contacting you, meaning inbound. And typically we'd refer to that type of lead as a hot lead. Now, if we contrast this with a purchase lead, the lead does not know who you are because typically the advertising is under some third-party brand. What pretense was the lead brought in under? Like I said, it's a third-party brand, and often it's done by a marketing or lead generation company that really needs to drive that cost per lead down so their margins are as high as possible. So they'll typically use false promises, and a key one is advertising rates that are typically not available or only available in special circumstances. Do you have the lead contact information? Yes, they usually collect that. In addition, they'll often collect financial information as well. But the nature of the first contact is outbound, meaning you have to contact the lead. And when you combine that with the fact that the lead does not know your name, it makes it a very difficult proposition to get and to keep a purchase lead on the phone to have a conversation. So and if you look at the contrast between a referral, it's pretty much the exact opposite. And really this is why a purchase lead is so difficult to convert when compared to a referral lead. That's that's the summary. Now, I do have another column here in the middle, of course, that I'd like to share with you, and that's what I call the broker branded lead. So this is what we generate using our lead generation training and the system that we share with people, with brokers. And if we run through the same questions, does the lead know your name? Yes, they do, because the advertising is done under your name or your business name. What pretense is the lead brought in under? Well, we typically will offer something free, something useful, something valuable in the form of information to bridge that gap, something that's not too scary or requires great commitment to begin with, but it also serves to qualify the type of lead, meaning that the information that we craft and offer people is specifically related to the type of lead that you want to go after, excluding other people. So it's used as a qualification tool as well. Do you have the lead contact information? Yes, we do collect that in exchange for the information that we offer. Do you have lead financial information? No. You can. Typically, we start campaigns just asking for name, email, phone number. If you find that a campaign is really working quite well, then you can add in additional qualifying questions if you wish. But typically at the beginning, I say no. The nature of the first contact is both inbound and outbound. Now, we often get leads contacting brokers, and because you've got the contact information, you can also contact the leads. In this instance, I've made the outbound green. And the reason for that is, with a purchase lead, you've got to contact them, but they don't know who you are, which is pretty hard. But at least in this instance, with a broker branded lead, you can contact them and they do know who you are. And I have had brokers come back and say, the lead said to me, I was actually expecting a call from you. So what we're trying to do is structure our lead generation system so that it generates leads as close to the referral qualities as we possibly can, and therefore this is what I'd call a warm lead, certainly when compared to a purchase lead. Now, how we do this is we structure our ad campaigns very simply. We have ad campaigns on social media. We use Facebook lead forms to collect contact information. We provide them with that valuable and helpful information. And we have automated email follow-up to the lead. We notify the broker that a new lead has come in, which then allows that manual follow-up as well as the automated follow-up. So the reason that we set up our system in this way is because it's simple and set up to manage. It promotes the broker and their business. We aim to lead with value, therefore replicating an in-person interaction. It demonstrates knowledge and expertise. It's unique because it positions the broker as the go-to person that can potentially solve the lead's particular problems. And it allows follow-up from a position of really trying to help that lead with their issues rather than trying to sell them straight away, which is always a very difficult proposition. So hopefully that sort of explains and summarizes why purchase leads are so difficult to convert and therefore, for the most part, crap. And if you'd like more information about broker branded leads, head over to the link below in the description or just search brokerbrandedleads.com.au.